Now please read sentence 3. Now read sentence 4. Now read sentence 5. Please read sentence 6. Now read sentence 7. Now read sentence 8. Part B. Repeat. Please repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, a voice says,
Leave town on the next train.
and you say,
Leave town on the next train.
Hello there. What are you waiting for?
From the dining room, there's a beautiful view of the bay.
Several people in our department live in that town.
We need to save a place for Larry.
If you forget your password, click on the red button.
I'd rather buy the cheaper tickets this time. Not everyone feels the way that you do.
It's difficult to find the facts I need for this report.
Although I didn't have any money, I went in and looked around.
If your computer doesn't have enough memory, the program will run slowly.
Who do you want to speak to? Occasionally, calls are monitored for training purposes. One month's rent is required as a security deposit.
What that house needs is a new coat of paint.
Always wear protective gear in the event of a spill.
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?
and you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle.
The change is very minor. Is it meaningful or insignificant?
Kathy has too much disposable income. Is she rich or poor? The cloth completely covers the dresser. Is the dresser hidden or visible?
Is it healthier to eat junk food or to do exercise?
Are pianos and violins instruments or ghosts?
Some people can't read. Is this a problem with literacy or with mulching?
If Chris wanted to go fishing, should he go to a highway or a lake?
Shane and Margaret are cousins. Are they relatives or coworkers? To make clothes clean, would you question them or wash them?
What are children ranging from 13 to 19 years old called?
Does the sun shine brightly at midnight or at noon?
Was Dan punished or praised for breaking the record in the race?
The basket is practically empty. Does it contain many or few items? Mars, Saturn, and Mercury are all what?
Do I buy books or borrow books from the library?
When cooking, what do many people often wear over their clothes to keep them from getting dirty?
Brandon was glad to hear the news. Was he pleased or unhappy?
What instrument records how hot it is outside?
Does a balloon travel on land, on water, or in the air?
Jack inherited his house. Did he buy it or receive it?
In which season would you be most likely to see snow in the garden?
Which is brighter, the sun or a light bulb?
A baseball team requires 9 players. How many players are needed for 2 teams?
The new applicant has an awful resume. Is it terrible or impressive?
Part D. Sentence builds. Now please rearrange the word groups into a sentence. For example, a voice says,
Was reading. My mother. Her favorite magazine.
and you say,
My mother was reading her favorite magazine.
Confidence. Lacks. The girl. My boss. To California. Was transferred. B. Don't. So foolish. To see their friend. The little boys. Wanted. A local hotel. A 30% discount. Has agreed to offer. Our friends, as we were finishing, called us. Has promised to protect the lakes and forests
The President. Did you know? We're also surprised that we. And skirt. The blue blouse fit her beautifully. And use few ingredients. Are easy to make. Most of the recipes.
Part E. Story retellings. You will hear 3 brief stories. Each story will be spoken once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the story in English. Try to retell as much of the story as you can, including the situation, characters, actions, and ending. You will hear another beep at the end of the 30 seconds.
Monica was one of the most talented runners on the team. She was not only good at running, but she also loved doing it. She would get up early every morning and go for a long run before she went to school.
Jim planned on taking the late flight out of the city. He wasn't sure whether it would be possible because it was snowing quite hard. In the end, the flight was canceled because there was ice on the runway.
It is Margaret's birthday today. So, during English class, her teacher brought her a chocolate cake. The whole class sang happy birthday to Margaret. Then everyone ate a piece of cake.
Part F. Open questions. You will hear 2 questions about family life or personal choices. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to answer the question. You will hear another beep at the end of the 40 seconds.
Do you like to wear formal clothing that looks traditional, or do you prefer casual clothing that may be more comfortable? Please talk about specific situations in your answer. Do you like to wear formal clothing that looks traditional, or do you prefer casual clothing that may be more comfortable? Please talk about specific situations in your answer. During modern times, it has become possible to prepare meals in a very short time. When a meal can be cooked and served in 15 minutes, does this change family life? Give reasons for your answer. During modern times, it has become possible to prepare meals in a very short time. When a meal can be cooked and served in 15 minutes, does this change family life? Give reasons for your answer.
This is the end of the test. If you wish, you may continue and answer the following questions about yourself. These questions will not affect your test results. If you do not want to answer the questions, just click Next. Congratulations! You have completed the test. Thank you.